See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. So if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
Hey, what you mean, SauceTV, man? We back, man. 2025, summer 2025, man. We've been outside. My last summer outside. I am your humble and handsome and gracious host, DJ Sturgis, being joined again by my girl, Ericka J.
Hey.
Yeah, she got that little glow because she been on trips and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She was outside.
As soon as I feel a little urge to get out of the city, I'm out.
Hey, man, do your thing. Do your thing. It's been a lot that's been going on. The diddler, the Baby Oil Bandit known as Diddy, he kind of beat his Rico case. He got found not guilty on 3 out of the 5 charges. 2 of them, which was transportation for prostitution, he got found guilty on. He can get 10 years max for each charge, but I'm sure they'll probably try to run that concurrently, and he can only get a max of 10. Yeah. But he was back in court today.
I saw it was something like
it was about the sentencing that he's trying to get it moved up.
That, and then also how many months. The DA wants a certain amount of months, and then his side is like, we'll settle for this much.
Yeah,
I can't really.
The DA is trying to get at least 51 months, and the defense is asking for like 21 to 27. Yeah. I was thinking maybe he get like 3, so add that up. Yeah, not 3 years.
Oh, I was about to say.
No. I think he's gonna sit down.
Don't have me look at you sideways.
Nah, what you mean?
I was like, no 3 months.
Nah, absolutely, man. I mean, I think he's gonna have to sit down, but how long has he been locked up already? Because you got time served.
True, but I mean,
and his sentencing date is October 3rd. Yeah, so that was the original date. His team tried to get it moved up, and judge was like, nah, man, we'll go ahead and stick to the October 3rd.
Because you're going to bring the party to you if you get out, so nice try.
Of course.
Because, I mean, all of the parties was at his house, so it's like, do you think I'm dumb?
Yeah, like,
you think I'm
first
dumb?
of all, if you've been locked up, like what you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to pop out and party. Why wouldn't you?
And he would have thrown the biggest party, and it would have been so...
I don't think he would have did that.
Yes.
Discreet. It would have been discreet.
You would have found out after the fact. Like maybe here and there, like no phones whatsoever, no electronics.
Nah, I don't think he would have even tried that because he tried to do that in the past, and that's how we landed here in the first place. Listen. Honestly, I think he would have did nothing but just party with his kids, and I'm cool with that. Just party with his kids and maybe get some pussy.
No.
That's it.
No.
Who you gonna party with?
Everybody.
Who you think is showing up to Diddy's party right now with all this going on?
Testified.
Okay, of course, not them, but do you think that do you think people in the industry will really risk going to party with Diddy right now during this time?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And the only reason why? Tekashi 69.
I think that's totally two different situations.
No. But you got a snitch and literally someone who is dealing with like, hey, we may fuck you and him and her. Come on now.
Nah, yes. I don't think those two situations compare.
He is still in the industry.
Yeah, he's still in the industry. And yes, I do think people were discreetly still communicating with him. Of course, people who have relationships with him. I understand that.
Did not show up though?
Who?
Mary.
Why would you?
I don't know. Because
as long as Diddy's mom and his daughters are at that trial, those the only women that he need there. And then you talking about a situation where you talking like you're being accused of sex crimes against women.
Okay,
and you still gonna show up? No, not right now. Read the room.
True. But
Mary was probably one of those people who discreetly communicated with him. Why show up?
Oh yeah.
I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all I gotta do.
I feel like, but that party though, it would like as soon as it's TSA to the max. Like I'm talking about detectors. I don't think at the door. Like no.
Again, I don't think that he would do that.
I think so.
At this juncture, like of course, it's cool to think that. The
reason why I say that is because he's cocky.
Yeah.
He's cocky and he feels like, oh, I didn't listen. I may not fly you out, but you can come. You can.
Okay, but him being cocky is what got him here in the first place.
And that don't stop.
It does stop. It does change a little bit when you have been publicly humiliated because all of your sexual acts are being displayed in the court of law.
He had time to create a whole blueprint of his next party, what not to do, what to do.
So you really think he's that bad?
Yes.
So you really think that he hasn't changed from this, learned anything at all?
No.
Wow.
No. Because you did so much to cover it up, which means that you ain't learned your lesson. And the fact that you got kids, I'm talking about that video and just his character. And plus, I feel some type of way because I'm from the West Coast. So.
Okay. Yeah, so now you just being petty. I get what you're saying as far as like Diddy and his acts and the things that he's done, to cover stuff up. But if you doing some fucked up shit, you got to cover it up a little bit. Yeah. And I'm going to cover my shit up. I mean,
clearly it wasn't covered up so much. I mean, for it
Of course not. Because, again, what I say, you can't pay people to be quiet. You can pay them to be particular about what they say and who they tell. That's the only thing you can do. Point was proven here.
Yeah.
So, I gave 50, my bad. I gave Diddy a 50-50 chance of getting off. 50-50 chance. Oh, and basically that's what happened with the verdict.
Yeah. Oh, no, I knew he was going to get off. He's rich with money. He's with money.
Yeah.
He's been in this industry
I don't think that matters either.
It does.
If it mattered, we wouldn't be here in the first place. The powers that be would have handled this before we even got to this courtroom because everything is being.
Listen, I watch mafia movies for fun.
Me too.
Cartoons.
Me too.
And in all of those movies, they get too cocky and stuff start hitting the fan.
Yes. Hey.
Too rich, stuff start hitting the fan.
Yeah. Suing people.
You start doing
for no reason.
Stuff start hitting the fan.
Okay. I understand that.
So I already knew he was going to get off.
Okay. He's still, you're not getting off because he's still looking at prison time.
I still want to know about Kim Porter, though.
Okay. Have fun with that one. Because y'all going to go down a whole rabbit hole with that situation. And I really don't even think that really happened like that. I don't
think he
I don't believe
her.
No conspiracy with that because the only reason why is because I personally know somebody who was there when that happened.
Okay.
So
then okay. Then I'll leave it. I'll leave it be.
Yeah, so I'm going off their story.
Because you from here, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm going from their story when this happened. I was like, okay. So, and then also to see what that did to him.
Don't say that.
Bro, y'all really just think that people just don't have no feelings of no shit?
He made a whole album for Cassie too. So yes, listen, I've known even from my experience.
What album did he make for Cassie?
That Red album? That's her.
The Red, okay.
Yes, you leave me and you have a whole happy life. That was for her.
Okay.
If you really listen to pay attention to it.
The Red album.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to that. Hold up. He dropped that album because he had the fragrance with that shit too, right? Didn't he hear some shit like that? Okay.
It was the last album. Literally the last
album. Talking about the Love album.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Love album. Yeah, you call it the Red album. Okay, yeah.
Because it's all red.
Yeah, I get you. Okay.
I'm not going to call it Love.
So you think that album is about Cassie?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go back and listen to it. Because I only listened to it in its full entirety once. So.
No, But
did you like the album?
Listen, I can separate a person from their music because I'm still listening to R. Kelly. I'm still going to listen to.
Hey man, you can go ahead. Hey, see, you can get a pass for admitting that men can't. So
I will.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I'm still listening to R. Kelly. He ain't gonna touch me.
Okay, so did you like the album?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to music, I will say he pushes that person, that artist to their max to show like, hey, I see something. He can curate music to where it lasts a long time.
Okay, so you think his music is still going to last a long time, even
Yes.
with all of this?
Yes.
Even knowing,
gotta remember.
even knowing that he was paying niggas to fly out to fuck his woman in front of him, and then he was taking their semen and having her rub it on
Yes.
his areolas. You still
There's a guy somewhere in Atlanta with the whole we got the meats, no Diddy.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So come on now, we can go to a club right now, and I promise you.
So okay. So you give it what, maybe 5 years, people gonna be playing Diddy songs back in the clubs again.
They haven't stopped.
I've been booked on the regular. I have not played
That's
not
you.
man Diddy song.
That's you.
Partly because we in Atlanta and you ain't gotta play out of towners like that. You really don't.
You don't.
To have an amazing party, you don't.
You don't. But yeah, I mean, people, if they're not playing his songs, they're playing songs that was produced by him.
Okay. Because I did just play Only You and Biggie remix. You know what I'm saying? I did.
And of course, Faith Evans, they gonna play
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
Yeah.
112.
Yeah.
That's here.
Yeah. And they still on the Millennium Tour.
Yeah.
Still touring and shit.
Exactly.
Okay. I understand. So overall, do you think that Diddy will be able to bounce back from this situation?
Yes. R. Kelly did. Somewhat. Before, well, no, not this time.
Are you talking about the first trial?
Yes, the first trial, yes.
Okay, let's really, that R. Kelly trial, that shit was just like the OJ trial with black people. And this is what it was. We love that person so much that we gonna gloss over this shit right here. We gonna gloss over everybody. I was in high school when the tape came out. I saw the tape.
I think I
was 15.
in middle school.
I was 14, 15.
Cause how old? What's the difference between me and you? 89.
1 year.
Oh, so then yeah, I was in middle school.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ninth, 10th grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew that that was him on that tape.
And what he did was drop Chocolate Factory.
After he beat the case. But this is what I'm saying.
Like, this is
yes,
and then
of course.
What's crazy is that the album cover is like a present.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a real like cocky move. Like, here's a gift
Yeah.
for all of you guys.
But that shit was good though.
It
TP12.
It's TP2.
TP2. Okay, yeah, TP2. Wait. Did that come out after the trial? I think it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, but here's the thing. Going back to what I was saying, that R. Kelly situation is just like the OJ trial. If you beat it, cool. I literally remember being in the barbershop and hearing grown men talk about that, and they was like, hey, if he beat it, then hey. But they saw the tape.
Yeah.
So you knew who was in that tape. But hey, if you could beat this, then all right, we're gonna go back to listening to you. And then he had a great rebrand. Shout out to his label and everybody who worked with him, and they detailed that in the documentary, which also was a very damning because when nobody really even thinking about that until somebody pointed it out.
Yeah.
So that's what happened with R. Kelly. He bounced back from that the first time. I don't think he's bounced. R. Kelly is really arguably the top R&B artist to ever live.
Off top.
Ever. Arguably. One of them.
Yes.
Okay, so he has carved out a core fan base that's large enough to where he can bounce back from this. But Diddy.
Yes. Same. He's going, I promise you, he is going to be, if he doesn't pop out and actually be him, he's going to be like Nick Cannon and be a ghostwriter or something like that. Change name, change everything, and still be making money and still producing and stuff like that.
First of all, Diddy really ain't no producer like that. He's a composer.
Yes.
He's a composer.
Yes.
Okay, but honestly, I think the reverence that people had for Diddy is gone within the culture because Diddy wasn't just known for his music. He was known for being a real mogul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was always like that. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody,
that's why we had the band, making the band. Because of that shit.
Day 26.
All of that. Yeah, he put shit together and he made millions off these shows. He did a lot of great things. He had Sean John and everything. But now it's like, okay, bro. Like, dude, you weird as fuck. But even
weird as fuck. But hey, you know, I'm still gonna go to the liquor store and grab your deli on. Because I saw that 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, he don't even own that.
Yes, he do.
No, he don't. That's how we even got to this situation. He don't own. Diddy never owned DeLeon. He never owned Ciroc. He never owned it. That's why he sued the company. Remember, he sued that company before the case?
Right.
Yes. He sued them because they slowed down the production of the agave. Diddy had a deal with that brand to where it was like, if you help us increase our production and our sales by X amount, we'll give you 40% of the sales from this point.
The first brand ambassador.
Yeah, but a major brand ambassador because it made him a billionaire. And then he sued them. Oh, now we found out about this this Cassie case lawsuit? Oh.
What you trying to say about Cassie?
Nothing.
Oh,
what I'm saying is, you gonna sue us. We made you a billionaire. This is where Diddy fucked up at. How you gonna sue the people that made you a billionaire? I brought you over here. I made you a billionaire without you putting up your own money.
Tried to be Suge Knight.
I made you a billionaire without you putting up your own money.
He tried to be.
You didn't have to do shit, but just use your name and say, I'm the owner of this. Soon as you came out with Ciroc, everybody was drinking Ciroc. Drinking Grey Goose, you would get clowned for that when Ciroc was popping at one point. You know what I'm saying? Or it looked like, oh man, you got the cheap shit. Even though the shit was basically the same price in the club anyways. Everybody looked at Diddy like he was that guy. You became a whole billionaire. You launched the network.
Everybody counted down to the white parties. Didn't know.
People wanted to be early in my career. I got friends who went to Diddy parties, not the freak offs, but went to the New Year's Eve parties and all of that shit like that. I have friends who went. I aspired to get invited to a Diddy party. I did because that was looked like as a legendary thing. Everybody held him in high regard. That's no longer going to be the situation. I ain't forgot what I saw in that tape with Cassie. No. You can't forget that part. So that's the part that I think that he's not going to be looked at as that because like, wow, we ain't looking at you as an amazing rapper.
At the same time, we saw R. Kelly literally just pee on a little girl. So
he was the commodity. He was the star. He wrote them songs. He performed them songs. Diddy wasn't looked to what. We didn't look at Diddy as an amazing performer or artist or rapper. He didn't even write the shit. He didn't write them songs. He had people writing for him. He had ghostwriters. He didn't produce them songs.
No, I'm sorry.
All of that. So yes, you created something amazing. You composed some amazing music. And that's why these artists that were signed to you can still go and perform these songs because we associate them songs with them, not with him. When R. Kelly got caught up in his situation, Omarion B2K came out and said, oh, yeah, man, hey, R. Kelly wrote that, so we're not going to be performing these songs anymore.
I mean...
When Diddy caught his situation, me working in the industry, they was like, okay, listen, if he is the prominent artist on the song, we not playing it. But, you know, he always on the song, take that.
Yes.
All this other shit like that. Hey, you want to know why? Because that's not his song. One More Chance. That's Biggie. We're going to associate that with Biggie. All the shit that came out, we associate with those artists. We don't associate that fully with Diddy. So that's why it's how can you bounce back for some shit that you don't own?
I mean, but those artists I don't think of Diddy, I think of Bad Boy.
Exactly.
So, I mean, in that
Bad Boy was a collective. That was a team.
Umbrella, yeah.
Yeah. We held him in high regard because he created all of that. He brought all of that together and made millions of dollars, and everybody wanted to work for Diddy, which is why he had a show called Who Wants to Work for Diddy?
No lie. When I was watching that, I wanted to work for Diddy.
Me too.
I did.
I would have been Diddy's assistant. I remember when I wanted to get in the industry, all this other shit. So what are we saying?
It's going to be a long road, but I just feel like I'm sorry. Once October 4th comes, then we'll see. Okay.
In closing, how much time do you think that Diddy's gonna get?
I honestly think that he's gonna get time served, so probably 2 years and maybe 5+ probation.
Okay. I'm going with 3 to 4. I'm gonna get 3 to 4 years.
Probation or no?
Probation after you do 85%. It's the Fed, so you're gonna do 85.
Yeah.
I think that that's what it's gonna be, and I think that only reason why he can get something like that is because they're gonna make him do drug treatment, anger management, all the shit.
They
gonna put him through everything.
So much counseling on him that he's probably just gonna be like, I don't think he's gonna do it. He gonna have somebody pay. He gonna have somebody do it for him.
And that's why I think that he's gonna have to sit down, because I think they're gonna make him do that while he's locked up. It's feds. They can do that.